still packing a punch as it moves now across Jamaica, heading for Cuba.
Meteorologist Erica Horvatine is here now with where it's headed next.
Well, it is currently moving from Jamaica toward that southeastern shore of Cuba. And over the last 6 hours, you can see how that eye wall moved on shore into Jamaica, but it's been weakening ever since. And once the eye wall goes away, which is that video that we just saw, that's when you know that it's starting to weaken. So it's now a Category 3, and even just about an hour ago, it was a Category 4 hurricane with winds up to around 145 miles per hour. But now, yeah, we've dropped off those winds by about 20 miles per hour. Still absolutely devastating winds if you are within that eye wall, but luckily, I mean, at least it's not as strong as it was yesterday evening and through this morning as it made landfall in Jamaica. So now it's heading toward the Cuba southeast shoreline, and it's going to cross over the island and move toward the Bahamas through tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. The land is going to kind of tear apart the hurricane a little bit more, so it's expected to weaken even more as it goes toward the Bahamas and before it makes it offshore and completely through the middle of the Atlantic. But you can see the actual wind radii around the hurricane and how it'll impact some of these spots. And I'm going to rewind this just a bit because you can see that the strongest of those winds of 74 miles per hour to the maximum winds are just within that close 30-mile radius of the eye wall. So it's going to be that smaller red circle. Then we see winds potentially of up to around 60 miles per hour a little further out. And those tropical storm force winds extend the furthest, and those can be hundreds of miles. So that's what most spots see in terms of the wind. But of course, there is still that storm surge, which we're trying to get some more information on, and the rainfall amounts that have been very heavy as well. So we'll keep you updated on Melissa.
Okay, Erica, thank you. The life-threatening storm has become a nightmare for two Arizona friends who were not able to get off the island in time.
And it turns out Arizona has many connections to the Caribbean islands. Steve Nielsen tonight with more on how there are a lot of people here worried about loved ones there.
Yeah, the visuals, they're just so alarming. This island has never seen something like this. And that's why some stranded Arizonans tell me that they are barricading their windows in Montego Bay tonight.
Kind of chop it in a couple of pieces.
Let's start in the kitchen, a place that brings a smile to Chris Lyons' face.
When you go to Jamaica, they give you a slab of jerk chicken in one hand and a bottle of rum punch in another hand.
Chris pretty much always has a smile. He brought a piece of his childhood to Phoenix and Goodyear with his restaurant, Ocho Rios Jerk Spot.
That's curry goat.
But in between orders, he's calling his mom back home.
She's more jovial than I am. I think I'm more worried than she is.
He said when a storm is this big and widespread, it touches everyone.
Around you, someone will be affected. You know, whether it be you personally or somebody that you know, or a friend of a friend, so regardless. And as for me, being a Jamaican, doesn't matter what happened, I'll still be affected.
I've never experienced a hurricane, let alone a Category 5. I live in Arizona. The most I've dealt with is a dust storm.
Chandler residents Alexis, Maldonado, and Tavianna Smith were supposed to fly back from their Jamaican vacation Saturday, but it was canceled, and now they're stranded.
I don't know if you can hear the wind. We barricaded, I can show you. We barricaded our balcony door with our mattress and furniture.
They walked us to the patio to show the vicious winds. They said they'd ride it out tonight and hope to fly out Thursday.
On the phone with our airlines for hours, it's just been a nightmare.
Jerk chicken, 5 plantain, rice peas with a festival.
Chris said while he checks in with family, they've all been in good spirits.
Knowing Jamaica, they make light at every opportunity they can. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a video surfacing somewhere on the web with somebody outside in the hurricane dancing. Because that's what Jamaican does. They put a smile on everything.
Steve Nielsen, Fox 10 News.